Hello, friends. Welcome to English Minds. Dive into the world of timeless English literature. Today, we will discuss on 100 most important MCQs on Shakespeare's biography, life, and works. A quick revision for all competitive examinations. When was Shakespeare born? Option B 1516 4. William Shakespeare was born in 1516 especially on April 23rd. This date is often celebrated as both his birth and death day. In which town was Shakespeare born? Option B Stratford-upon-Avon. William Shakespeare was born in Stratford-upon-Avon, a town in Warwickshire, England. What was Shakespeare's father's occupation? Option C globe maker. Shakespeare's father John Shakespeare was a globe maker, a trade that was quite common in Elizabethan England. Who was Shakespeare's mother? Mary Arden. Option A. Anne Hathaway, his wife. Shakespeare's mother was Mary Arden, the daughter of a wealthy farmer. How many siblings did Shakespeare have? Option C 6. Shakespeare had a total of 7 siblings. Not all of them survived but to adulthood. When was Shakespeare baptized? April 26, 1564. Shakespeare was baptized on April 26, 1564, just 3 days after his birth, which was customary at the time. What was the name of Shakespeare's wife? Anne Hathaway. Mary Arden, his mother. Shakespeare married Anne Hathaway, who was 8 years older. Than him in 1582. At what did Shakespeare get married? Option A 18. Shakespeare was 18 when he married Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway, who was 26. Eight-year older. How many children did Shakespeare have? Option 3. Susanna, Judith, Hamnet. Shakespeare had three children. Susanna born in after 6-month marriage. 1800 1500 1583 1582 में शादी हुआ. आफ्टर 6 month सुसाना born in 1583 and twins Hamnet and Judith. (1585) and Hamnet died at the age of 11, 1596. What were the names of Shakespeare's children? Option A, Judith, Hamnet and Susanna. Shakespeare's children were Susanna and twins Judith and Hamnet. Tragically, Hamnet died at the age of 11, 1596. What was the name of Shakespeare's first known play? Option B, Henry VI, Part 1. Written around 1590. How many plays did Shakespeare write in total? Option B, 36 plays. 37 plays total, including comedies, tragedies, and histories. Comedies, tragedies, and histories. Total 37. But Pericles omitted in first poll. How many sonnets did Shakespeare compose? Option B, 154 sonnet, which are among the most celebrated works in English literature. Which of the following is considered Shakespeare's last play? Option A, The Tempest. The Tempest is generally considered Shakespeare's last solo authored play, written around 1611. Swan Song. Which theatre is most associated with Shakespeare? Option A, the Globe Theatre. The Globe Theatre opened in 1599. Is the most famous theatre associated with Shakespeare plays. What was the name of Shakespeare's acting company? The Chamberlain's Men. Option A. Shakespeare was a member of the Chamberlain's Men, a leading acting company in Elizabethan England, which later became King's Men. The King's Men. Which monarch ruled during most of Shakespeare's career? कैरियर का मिसस्पेल्ड भी पूछा जाता है. 7. Option B, Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth first ruled England during most of Shakespeare's career, and her reign is known as the Elizabethan era. What genre is Shakespeare's play Hamlet? Option C, tragedy. Hamlet is a tragedy that explored theme of revenge, morality and madness. Revenge, morality and madness. Which of the following is not a play by Shakespeare? Option C, Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe. By Christopher Marlowe. And Othello, Macbeth, Tempest, written by Shakespeare. What is the first collection of Shakespeare's works called option A, first folio? The first folio is the first collection edition of Shakespeare's works published in 1623, 7 years after his death. It contained 36 of his plays, some of which were not published before. Pericles. Omitted. Which of the following plays is not part of Shakespeare tragedy? Option D, A Midsummer Night's Dream. A Midsummer Night's Dream is a comedy. The other plays, King Lear, Antony and Cleopatra, and Julius Caesar are tragedies. Which play features the character Shylock? Option A, The Merchant of Venice. The character Shylock appears in The Merchant of Venice, a play about a Jewish moneylender seeking revenge, also called tragi-comedy. Who is the female lead in Romeo and Juliet? Option D, obviously Juliet. Juliet is the female lead in Romeo and Juliet, one of Shakespeare's most famous romantic tragedies. What is the setting of Macbeth? Option B, Scotland. Macbeth, Scotland. Othello, Venice. Macbeth is set in Scotland, where the play explores theme of ambition, power, and fate. Which of Shakespeare's play is referred to as the Scottish play? Option A, Macbeth. Macbeth is often referred to as the Scottish play due to a superstition about the play bringing bad luck to theatre productions. Who was the ruler of Denmark in Hamlet? Option A, Claudius. In Hamlet, Claudius is the ruler of Denmark and Hamlet's uncle, who has murdered Hamlet's father to take the throne. Which character says to be or not to be? That is the question. Option B, Hamlet. Act 3, Scene 1. In which play does the character Prospero appear? Option C, The Tempest. Prospero is the central character in the Tempest, a play about magic, revenge, and reconciliation, 1611, also called Swan Song. Who is the wife of Othello? Option C, Desdemona. Desdemona is the wife of Othello in Shakespeare's tragedy Othello, which explores theme of jealousy and betrayal. Which comedy features the characters Rosalind and Orlando? Option C, As You Like It. The comedy As You Like It features the characters Rosalind and Orlando who fall in love in the Forest of Arden. Forest of Arden. Which play includes the line All the world's a stage? Option B, As You Like It. Spoken by Jacques. Act 2, Scene 7. Who is the villain in Othello? Option A, Iago. Iago is the villain in Othello. He is a manipulative character who deceives Othello into believing his wife Desdemona has been unfaithful. Which play is set on the island of Cyprus? Option C, Othello. Othello is set on the island of Cyprus, where the play's tragic events unfold due to Iago's scheming. Which play is a Roman tragedy by Shakespeare? Option B, Antony and Cleopatra. Antony and Cleopatra is a Roman tragedy dealing with the love affair between Mark Antony and Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt. Antony and Cleopatra, Julius Caesar and Coriolanus. Roman play. What is the main theme of Sonnet 18? Option A, Love's immortality. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Sonnet number 18. Is the immorality of death of love perceived through poetry? Which of the following is a history play by Shakespeare? Option A, Richard III. Richard III is a history play by Shakespeare focusing on the rise and fall of Richard, Duke of Gloucester. What is the subtitle of Twelfth Night? Option A, What You Will. Twelfth Night is subtitled What You Will, which reflects the play theme of love, disguise, and mistaken identity. In which play does the character Caliban appear? Option B, The Tempest. Caliban is a character in The Tempest, the son of a witch and a creature who lives on the island with Prospero and Miranda. Which play is known as Shakespeare's problem play? Option A, Measure for Measure. Considered as a problem play because it blends the element of both comedy and dark moral issues. What is Shakespeare's longest play? Question number 40. Hamlet. Hamlet is Shakespeare's longest play with its complex structure and deep exploration of themes like revenge and morality. What is the theme of The Merchant of Venice? Option D, Justice. The theme of Merchant of Venice revolves around justice, particularly the tension between mercy and the law. Which character in The Tempest is a spirit? Option A, Ariel. Ariel is a spirit in The Tempest who serves Prospero using magical powers to aid in the plot. Which play begins with the line, If music be the food of love, play on? Option B, Twelfth Night. Spoken by Orsino. Opening line. Which play features the characters Beatrice and Benedict? Question number 44. Answer, Much Ado About Nothing. 2021 में या फिर पूछा भी गया है. Much Ado About Nothing features the characters Beatrice and Benedict, whose witty banner masks their love for each other. What is the climax of Julius Caesar? Caesar's assassination. Which character in Hamlet is the ghost of the king? Claudius, No, Hamlet's father. In Hamlet, the ghost of Hamlet's father reveals the truth about his murder, prompting Hamlet to seek revenge. What type of play is A Midsummer Night's Dream? Option C. Comedy. A Midsummer Night's Dream is a comedy filled with magical elements, romantic entanglements, and humorous misunderstandings. Who is the heroine of The Taming of the Shrew? Option A. Kate. Katharina is the heroine of The Taming of the Shrew, where her transformation from a headstrong woman to a more compliant wife is central to the play's plot. What is the primary settings of The Winter Tale? The Winter's Tale, Bohemia. The primary settings of The Winter's Tale is the kingdoms of Sicilia and Bohemia, where themes of jealousy, repentance, and redemption unfold. Which poem is attributed to Shakespeare? Option B. Venus and Adonis. Sixth line. Venus and Adonis is a narrative poem attributed to Shakespeare based on the myth of Venus and the beautiful young Adonis. Which character says the line out, out, brief candle? Option A. Macbeth. This line is spoken by Macbeth in Macbeth Act 5, Scene 5, reflecting his despair after learning of his wife's death. In which play does the character Portia appear? Option B. The Merchant of Venice. Portia is the heroine in The Merchant of Venice, known for her intelligence and the role in the courtroom scene. Which play features the Forest of Arden? Option B. As You Like It. The Forest of Arden is the setting in As You Like It, where many of the play's main characters experience transformations. What is the primary theme of Macbeth? Option B. Ambition. Macbeth revolves around the destructive effects of unchecked ambition, as seen in Macbeth's rise to power and his downfall. Which of Shakespeare's play is a romantic comedy? Option B. Twelfth Night. Twelfth Night is one of Shakespeare's famous romantic comedies, known for his mystical identities and love triangles. Cesario, Viola, Orsino. Wha- What was the name of the collection of Shakespeare sonnet? Option B. Shakespeare's sonnet. in the collection of 154 sonnets. Poems is simply titled Shakespeare's Sonnet, published in 1609. Which play has the characters Gondril and Regan? Option A King Lear, Gondril, Regan, Cordelia. Gondril and Regan are the two villainous daughters of King Lear in the play, and Cordelia, loyal and honest daughter. What is the antagonist in The Merchant of Venice? Option C, Shylock. And the protagonist, option A, Antonio. Shylock, a Jewish moneylender, it is the antagonist in The Merchant of Venice, seeking a pound of flesh as collateral for the loan. For a loan. What is the main theme of The Tempest? Magic and forgiveness. Option A. The Tempest explores themes of magic, power, and ultimately forgiveness, as seen in the character of Prospero. In which play do the characters Titania and Oberon appear? Option B. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Titania and Oberon are the fairy king and queen in A Midsummer Night's Dream. Theseus and Hippolyta also. What is the setting of Romeo and Juliet? Verona. Option B. Romeo and Juliet is set in Verona, Italy, where the two families, the Montague and Capulets, are feuding. Montague, Romeo, Capulet, Julia. Which Shakespearean plays deals with the theme of mistaken identity? Option A. The Comedy of Errors. The Comedy of Errors centers on mistaken identities leading to confusion and comedy. Syracuse and Ephesus. What is the profession of the main characters in Julius Caesar? Option C, dictator. Julius Caesar, a Roman general who becomes the dictator of Rome in Shakespeare's play. Which play includes the line, the course of the true love never did run smooth. Option B, A Midsummer Night's Dream. This line is spoken by Lysander. Act 1, Scene 1. Who is the protagonist in Hamlet? Option A. Obviously, Hamlet. The protagonist of Hamlet is Hamlet, the Prince of Denmark, not King of Denmark. Prince of Denmark who seeks to avenge his father's murder. What is differences between revenge and avenge? Please comment. Which play includes the characters Viola? Option B, 12th Night. Viola is one of the main characters in Twelfth Night, disguised as a man Cesario. Who wrote the prologue in Romeo and Juliet? The chorus. The chorus delivers the prologue in Romeo and Juliet, summarizing the play themes and events. Which character dies in Othello? Emilia, Desdemona, Othello, all of the above. In Othello, Emilia, Desdemona, and Othello all die by the end of the play. Which play includes the line Friends, Roman, and countrymen, lend me your ears? Option B, Julius Caesar. The famous line is spoken by Mark Antony. Mark Antony in Julius Caesar Act 3, Scene 2, during his funeral speech. Which play features the character Cleopatra? Option B, Antony and Cleopatra. Cleopatra is the queen of Egypt in Antony and Cleopatra, which deals with her relationship with Mark Antony. What was the name of Shakespeare's acting company of 1600 after 1603? Option B, the King's Men. After 1603, Shakespeare acting company was known as the King's Men, named after King James I. What is the setting of Much Ado About Nothing? Option A, Sicily. Much Ado About Nothing is set in Messina, Sicily, and involves the romantic entanglements of two couples. Which play features the characters Lavinia? Option A, Titus Andronicus. Lavinia is a tragic character in Titus Andronicus who suffers violence at the hands of her captors. Who is known as the Dark Lady in Shakespeare's sonnet? Option B, Mary Fitton. Scholars often speculate that the Dark Lady referred to in Shakespeare's sonnet is Mary Fitton, a woman in the court of Queen Elizabeth. Which play includes the characters Cordelia, Goneril, and Regan? Also repeat this question. King Lear. What is the main theme of King Lear? Option B, loyalty and betrayal. Option B. King Lear explores the themes of loyalty, betrayal, and the consequences of the king's decision to divide his kingdom. Which play begins with the witches chanting double, double, twile, and trouble? Option B. Macbeth. The witches chant this line in Macbeth's Act 4, Scene First, setting the tone for the supernatural elements in the play. Which play features the line "Parting is such sweet sorrow"? Option B. Romeo and Juliet. This line is spoken by Juliet. Act 2, Scene 2. As she says goodbye to Romeo. Which play has subtitle The Moor of Venice? Othello. In which year did Shakespeare die? Option number D, 1616, on 23rd April. At the age of 52 years old. 52 years old. What is Shakespeare's often referred to as the Bard of Avon? Option A. Shakespeare is often called the Bard of Avon because he was born in Stratford-upon-Avon. Which literary period is Shakespeare associated with? Option B. Elizabethan age. Shakespeare is a key figure of the Elizabethan age, the period during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. What is the main theme of Shakespeare's sonnet? Option A. Love and beauty. The sonnets primarily explore themes of love, beauty, time, and morality. Which character speaks the most line in all of Shakespeare's play? Option A. Hamlet. Hamlet is the most line of the any Shakespearean character with over 1500 lines. Who compiled the first folio? Option B. Hemming and Condell. The first folio was compiled by Shakespeare's friends and fellow actors Hemming and Condell and published in 1623. How many acts are there in a typical Shakespearean play? Option C. 5. Most Shakespearean plays are structured into 5 acts. Which of the following is considered as a history play? Option A. Henry V. Henry V is one of Shakespeare's history plays depicting the reign of King Henry V. Which play is known as Shakespearean shortest tragedy? Option A. Macbeth. Macbeth is Shakespeare's shortest tragedy is only 5 acts. In which year was the first folio published? Option B, 7 years after Shakespeare's death. What is the theme of sonnet number 130? Sonnet number 130, Love's Imperfections, humorously addresses the imperfections of the poet's mistress, rejecting the idealized description often found in love poetry. Which of Shakespeare's plays has the characters Malvolio? Twelfth Night. Malvolio is a character in Twelfth Night known for his comical and absurd self-love. Which historical figure inspired Shakespeare's play Macbeth? Option A, King James I. Macbeth was inspired by King James I's interest in witchcraft and his own Scottish ancestry. What is the rhyme? What is the rhyme scheme of Shakespearean sonnet? Option B, A B A B C D C D E F E F G G. The rhyme scheme of Shakespearean sonnet is a quatrain pattern followed by one couplet, three quatrain, one couplet. Which character in The Tempest symbolize colonialism? Option B, Caliban. Caliban is in The Tempest is often seen as a symbol of colonialism, representing the oppressed native. Who kills Tybalt in Romeo and Juliet? Option A, Romeo. Romeo kills Tybalt in Romeo and Juliet during a confrontation, Act 3, Scene 1. Which play includes the famous line, "It too brute"? Option 96, option B, Julius Caesar. तुम भी ब्रूटस. It too brute is spoken by Julius Caesar in Julius as he is stabbed by his friend Brutus. What is the profession of Bottom in A Midsummer Night's Dream? Option A, weaver. Bottom is a weaver in A Midsummer Night's Dream and he is famously transformed into a donkey. Which Shakespearean play is set in Denmark? Option A, Hamlet. H D. Hamlet is set in Denmark, focusing on the tragic story of the Prince of Denmark. Which character is referred to as the Prince of Denmark? Option A, Hamlet. Hamlet is called as the Prince of Denmark in Shakespeare's play Hamlet. What is the theme of Love Never Lost? Love and Wit. Love's Never Lost explores the themes of love, wit, and the folly of youthful ideals. This video is little bit lengthy, but I hope you like this video because this is very useful for all exams. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and keep exploring English literature. Also, grammar. Do subscribe, like, share, and comments. Thank you. Thank you so much.